Alright, hello, welcome everyone to the third episode of This Week in Monstercat, the podcast where people talk about Monstercat, and it's good. So this week we've got two people with us. Yeah, it's going well. We've got two people with us, not the two normal people, well, one of the normal people.
Hey, I'm normal, don't you tell me.
You're boring, we're used to you. Go away, Pete.
Right.
Shut up. We don't care
I'm
about
not
you.
normal.
But we got a new kid on the block, Jake from Monstercat-News. Say hello.
No, it's from State Farm. Wait, do you guys know about that?
No, what's that?
No, Australia. Oh, it's an insurance company. They use this joke called Jake from State Farm. It's whatever.
Oh, probably some dumb American thing.
Okay, Walmart.
But yeah, so
basically.
Introduce yourself.
Hi.
Oh.
I don't want to do my intro. I kind of bailed on it.
At least tell us what you're into. Tell us what kind of music really gets you going, so we have some context for when we discuss shit.
I like really chill drum and bass.
Yes.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah, like anticipation.
No, stop.
Yeah, anticipation 100 chill D&B.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And you like Protostar too, don't you?
Oh, I fucking.
Oh,
love
yes.
Protostar. I like that experimental
He's so good.
stuff.
Yes.
Neuro hop.
Yep, Neuro's sick.
Yes.
He's definitely one of my
I love
favorites.
that stuff.
For sure.
And then sometimes I like the deep, dark, like dubstep or electro.
Oh yeah.
Like that stuff.
Have you heard
What,
Shadow by
don't-
Buster?
Oh.
I don't
On
think so.
16,
I could have,
it's
but I
so
just
good.
don't remember the name.
How far back do you know Monstercat really well? How much of it have you listened to?
Alright, alright. I'll show you my background in Monstercat. So when I was, back in like 2013, I was one of those I used to watch lots of video game channels and stuff.
Oh shit, this is going the same way as mine.
And basically, I got into it with the stereotypical Tristan and Break and Flash.
Was it? No way. Was it LEA? Was it the same?
No, it was the channel video games.
Alright. That has a bit more
and then
dignity than my entry.
yeah, and then when I checked it out, I was like, I just put the song on repeat until I ruined it for myself.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it and it said like it was a part of like this compilation album called Monstercat, and I was like, what the fuck is a Monstercat? And then that was the first time I ever found out. The first time I ever encountered the name, and I didn't look back at it for like a full year.
Yeah, same
and
here.
then I
Isn't that
actually
what
checked
you
it
did,
out
Mika?
again.
Look back at it for ages.
I saw it in a video in 2012 or 13. I heard that song, and then I saw The Other Day, and I really liked The Other Day. And then I didn't check it out for like a year at least. And then I checked it out a little bit, but then a little while later, Pete came along and hoisted me away into Monstercat.
I don't think Razor Sharp is a much more impressive intro either. That's
No,
one of the very popular ones.
It is minorly better, somewhat better.
I think it's better.
A lot better actually. Yeah. But so Jake, you're from a YouTube channel that does all the news for the Monstercats and all that.
Yeah, I'm basically drama
alert.
I'm basically drama alert for Monstercat, but that's why I call myself Miller Memes.
Maybe when you draw his little image for the thumbnail, you should make it look like him, but put like a gnome.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a gnome beard. Yeah.
Ooh, just give me like a gnome beard or like a drama the Gamma Labs.
Yeah.
Hat or something.
That'd work flawless.
At least you don't call people offensive racial slurs. We can be happy with that.
Yo, imagine.
So the podcast to the actual stuff we'll be doing in the actual podcast, we're going to be talking about the releases as normal. And so the first release that came out this week was The Only One by Stonebank. And I'm sure there's going to be quite an interesting one to discuss because, Pete, I guess you could start off because I think you've got the strongest opinion on this song.
I don't know. The more I listen to it, the more I'm like, it's still really bad and I really don't like it. But the thing with Stonebank's hardcore stuff before now was, even though I didn't think it was incredible, it wasn't that bad because it was at least somewhat interesting sometimes, having different bits, like in Stronger, and didn't use that sound that most
Yes.
hardstyle songs seem to use.
Yeah, the cancer sound.
But yeah, that's
Bong,
that's
bong,
what we
bong.
call it. We call it the cancer
Yeah,
sound.
yeah. In a few weeks, oh, probably not in a few weeks, in a few days actually, when my review of Obsession by Nelia comes out, you're all gonna get a good whiff of how I feel about that cancer sound. So, I look forward to that.
And like the intro when the song first starts, it doesn't quite have the sound in it, but it has something that makes you think
it's
that'll
nearly
come.
there.
Like from the start, I'm worried. That's genuinely the feeling
yeah.
it gave me at the start. I was worried. I'm like, no.
Cause
No,
you
no,
like
no,
stayed
no.
up till midnight because you're excited because you love Stonebank. You like,
What?
but you love his electro.
Yeah.
You love his earlier stuff.
Hey, honestly, the album art looked cool. That was the one reason.
It made it
that
look
I
like it
did
was gonna be moody or thoughtful or edgy or something.
Meaningful.
But then it was just like
Yeah.
buff, buff, buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that situation of me staying up to listen to it made me hate it even more.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Because at one point, weren't you thinking it was like one of the worst songs on Monstercat?
I still think it's.
No.
No,
it's not the worst. It's not
the
the worst.
but goddamn, is it up there? I
it's-
struggle to think of things worse. What shit do you really hate, Jake?
The the cancer stuff. I mean, shit. I mean, I just like just the bong bong bong.
Yeah.
I only have a problem with that. Everything
everything
else
else
is
is okay.
Yes.
I mean,
The
like when it
vocals
gets
are
like ravey and weird. I mean, there's
When
nothing
that
about
ravey-
this song in particular that I like, but there are other ones with that I can dig bits of.
When that ravey sound comes in before the build up as well, I'm just like, oh no, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Basically, the entire intro is
Don't
just,
do this
I'm
to me.
worried. Then the vocals come in and I'm like, alright.
Yeah.
Alright, where is this
It's
going?
just-
And then that comes in, I'm like, no. And then it builds up, and the second it drops, I'm like,
Oh.
Shit. Yeah,
What have
and
you done?
I'm not sure if it's the same for like most viewers or listeners to Monstercat because from what I gather, most people do like hard dance and
Yeah,
Stonebanks as
there
hardcore.
was some straw poll thing on the subreddit about do you like hardstyle or not, and most people really seem to. So you know, at least they're
Yeah.
happy.
I mean, I don't want to
Yeah.
ruin it for everyone, but I just Stonebank, man. Same with Draper. There's just been a couple artists that recently have been just going to shit. I reckon.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
Stonebank with his hard dance, it's just been getting a little bit worse. Like, it started good, Stronger was good, The Pressure was okay, and then The Only One, and what was the one he released before that? The Happy Hardcore one?
Yeah, who's got your
Yeah.
love?
Yeah, they're both pretty
Ooh,
shit.
that was actually really good.
You liked it? I mean, I'm not sure what I hate more between Happy Hardcore, because it's so sort of like hyper, or the bang bang sort of thing.
I really
Yeah,
like
it's pretty bad.
Speaking of Stonebank hardcore, I really like what's that one called? All Night actually, the one that was like the one.
Was that on the Monument?
26. No, that was
that-
just on 26.
No, All Night was like the first song of 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can't really remember. I generally ignore Mr. Stonebank's recent stuff.
It's not
but
even
yeah,
that
it's
most
just
of
such a
it's
pity because he had that awesome electro stuff like Moving On and
yeah.
That was actually that stuff was really good.
Moving On is amazing.
Oh,
It's such a good song.
I love it.
And Holding On to
And
Sound.
The Entity.
Yes,
Yes.
the Entity is
Yes.
awesome. Oh, that intro is so good.
And all the stuff from the Monument EP was really good as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
Even the
Even the bass
It
house.
really like
yeah.
lift you up.
I don't normally tend to like that kind of stuff, but it really felt like Stonebank. Even though it sounded like bass house, it still really sounded like
Yeah, 'cause it
Stonebank
had that
at the same
complexity.
time. It had its own
'Cause
twist
it-
on it. Just the sounds he uses as well. You can.
Mm.
I feel like of all the artists, if you were to put on a new song by an artist, like one of the regular artists, and you were just like, "Who is this?" Basically what I'm trying to say is I think Stonebank's one of the most recognizable. You hear it, and you're like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Stonebank."
Yeah.
The ones that come to mind when it comes to recognizable would be like Stonebank, Dion
Protostar.
Protostar for sure. Dion Customs, you can normally tell because
Yeah.
he's got that smooth vocal thing he does on all the songs. Who else? Drop Tech's pretty
Yeah.
recognizable
Yeah.
Yeah.
because no, it's not shit. It's
No,
okay.
Don't
most
you
of the
say
time.
that. Don't you
Warhead
say
is
that
one
about...
of the best songs ever. But
Thank you.
what's that song that you
That's
love
good
and
word.
I just don't get? By Drop
The
Tech?
Covenant?
No, the Covenant's good. It's on like 12 or 10 or 13. Or...
Oh, fuck, what's that song called? Now I have to...
Is it the one that goes every time I touch
Chaos
me?
Storm.
No, that's the one from 8. Yes, Chaos Storm, the one from...
Oh, yeah, that's Explode. That's like Explode.
Yes, yeah, Explode. That one's very good, though. That one's also very good.
I don't get Chaos Storm. Like, earlier Drop Tech I don't love, but the more recent stuff's been great. And I've even been turning around on the Colossus quite a bit. I actually quite like that song now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a bit off track. Back to the Stonebanks.
Mate, you gotta let it happen. You gotta let these things. We're barely struggling to break an hour in these podcasts, so you know, if you're gonna pull us back on track every time we try to talk about something interesting, it's not gonna last.
I can help.
Yeah,
I can help. I can say that the one problem I have with some of the Stonebank songs, especially the hardcore ones, is that the lead kind of repeats itself. Like the main lead, it just kind of repeats itself. Especially in the happy hardcore one, Who's Got Your Love?
Yeah.
That just kind of
so repetitive.
got boring.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
like that was one of the good things about Stronger, is because it has that melody at the start, but then it goes into something completely different in the second half, which is like, come on, you got to keep it interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
And
The Pressure had a good one.
Yeah. And what I like about a lot of Stonebank stuff is a lot of the wubby kind of sounds that he likes to use, and it just feels like a lot of the hardcore songs are just lacking that entirely, which is like, that's what I like about Stonebank. And there was a bit of that in Stronger, like in those other bits, and that's why I like that. It was enough of the different stuff happening, but especially with Who's Got Your Love, like it's not that bad, but it's just missing a lot of what I really like about Stonebank.
Well, at least he used a bit of that wobby stuff in Soldier.
Yeah.
Soldier had its good bits.
Yes.
Like
It
all
had
the
its
bits
moments,
after the drops were not after the drops, but like the last bits. The drops where it got all electro-y.
Really
were
wobby.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Really well. Yeah, those was awesome. But for the most part, like, and can I just say, Stonebank, he's been spitting out tracks like crazy. He had 2 on the last album. He had 1 this album. Did he have 1 on 26?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. That was all night on.
Yeah.
What was on 27?
And he had Lift You Up on the anniversary album.
Yeah.
27 he had Never Looking Back.
Yeah, so
The trap
He
one.
said like,
and then he had the Monument before that.
Yeah.
So he's been spitting shit out. Like, so I don't know what that says, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, what does that say about the difficulty it takes to make?
because I don't know his earlier music. It seems so complex, and it seemed like that would have been something like Moving On. I can't imagine him making that in like 2 months. Like that must have been such a big project.
But to
It's
be
got
fair,
so much to it.
even from the start, he's been on most albums. Even from when he's first come on, he has on 17. He technically has 2 songs. He has Eagle Eyes and a remix of Hero, and then on 18 he has Holding On to Sound and Moving On. 19, like one of the only ones he missed was 20. In fact, ever since he's come on.
In 20, I think it was 23 too.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
20
because,
and 23.
That's because
Apart from
that's
that,
because
those are the only
Stonebank
ones
doesn't
he's
make
missed.
future bass.
That would be weird, man.
If he did,
that would be
weird.
weird. Well, I thought Eric God Future Bass would have been weird, and look how well that
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
alright. Pretty good.
But yeah, so I think we touched on the vocals of this song, but I mean, I don't think they're the worst, but they're just sort of meh, you know.
Yeah, they're alright.
And both drops, yeah, they're pretty shit. They got bad vocals, they got that bad beat, and the melody's just repetitive and ravey and
Yeah. I mean, if there's one thing I do like about Stonebank's hardcore stuff, which is present in this song subtly, and definitely is in All Night, it's that the second drops of his hardcore tracks will often have what seems like the same melodies, but they alter, like, slightly to the point where it's the same, but it's not, which I actually think works really well. It's in The Pressure in the second drop. It's in All Night. It's in this song, and I think it works. I think it's... He probably could do more to change it up, but at least it's not the exact same thing again.
I just thought they were the exact same thing. I didn't hear any differences.
Slight.
Oh well, I guess that's good.
blame you
That's
for
good.
thinking
You always
that.
want to have the 2 drops being a bit different.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I don't know whether this is actually a really bad song or if it's just that we can't stand it. But I was talking to my cousin the other day, and he really likes it. And apparently he really likes it because at parties and stuff, it's just a great song to put on and people jump and stuff. So I guess that's not really my scene.
Yeah, I was gonna say same thing.
Even though I listen to EDM, I don't want to dance. Dancing's weird. But yeah, so if any of the listeners could let us know in the comments why it's good, I'd love to know because I really don't understand it.
All seven of you, please tell us how you feel.
Yes. So is that all we have to say on that song?
I reckon so.
Yeah, just sort of,
Yeah, I think so.
sort of that shitty
bad
boom boom type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the second track we had this week was Gorilla Glue by Dirty Audio, and
Yes.
you like it?
Dick style for Harambe.
Indeed, yeah.
hell.
Oh, what a up to date meme.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're getting really self-conscious about doing the "Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Jake" thing. Oh, but you're very happy to make a Harambe joke. That's not out of date at all. Jesus.
Totally.
So,
Anyway.
did any of
It's pretty blatant.
you guys know Dirty Audio very well before this track came out?
I
'Cause
did check him out. I didn't know him before the announcement that he was going to be on Monstercat, but I checked
me
out
neither.
some of his stuff beforehand, and
Most of it's pretty. Some of
most
it's,
of
okay,
terrible.
but most of it's
some of it's
pretty,
okay,
pretty
but
bad.
most of it's pretty terrible, honestly. But this one's definitely better than most of those.
Oh
for sure.
yeah, for sure.
Very short song though, 2
Oh
minutes.
yeah,
36
it's
seconds.
2:37. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm probably when I talk about the song, I'm probably gonna make it sound like I don't like it at all, even though I do actually quite like it quite a bit.
It's alright.
But probably the biggest issue that I have with this song, and it's sort of a weird complaint, but I was talking to you a little while about this, Pete, and I totally agree that this song, it just sounds so generic for the genre of trap. It doesn't really sound like a Monstercat song. It sounds like a trap and bass song, which isn't an insult per se, even though it could be an insult depending on how you feel about trap and bass.
I mean, there's certain that I feel like there's certain labels for certain things. And that's why all these different labels exist. You know, this label is for stuff like this, and this label is for stuff like that. And you know, trap and bass is for the trappier stuff like this. And I don't know what you'd say Monstercat is for per se. I think it's for, like, they always say it's about like bringing new artists to the spotlight and variety and stuff like
Pete?
that. And yeah,
Where did Pete to?
what?
Oh, he
Oh
died.
shit!
died.
No, Pete.
I died. What?
All right.
Here, I'll
What?
do the talking for
What?
I'm gonna talk.
What?
So all
Fucking
right,
hell.
we'll have to work around that. But yeah, the song, it just feels it feels a little bit too generic
What
trap to be on Monstercat, I guess. Well, not to say it shouldn't be on Monstercat, because I do think it's a decent
What
song,
the-
and pretty much anything that is not R&B has a place on Monstercat.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this song, it does feel really generic, and it does feel like, because basically everything except one portion of the drop is like the most typical trap you can hear. It's got that that high pitched melody in the. Is Pete? Oh, Pete's gone. I'm sure he'll come back.
Yeah,
But it's
alright.
got that.
Am I back?
Peter.
Yay!
Peter.
Awesome. Alright. Right, all I had to do was drop out of the call and come back, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
What happened to you?
I don't know. It said my microphone was working and everything. You guys just couldn't hear me for whatever reason. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, I was just talking about how the song is really, really generic, and basically everything except for a portion of the drop feels really generic. Especially like the non-drop bits feel like the most typical trap ever. It's just you got your trap beat, and you got that sort of like the melody, which sort of it contrasts with the feel of trap, and that's used in a lot of trap where it's almost like a triangle type, you know, the little metal thing you hit's a triangle. It's like that sort of
Yeah.
you
Literally
wouldn't really
called a triangle.
yeah, you wouldn't really associate it with dark things, but lots of trap uses high pitched like dingy sort of stuff, and this song definitely does that.
Rogue.
And that's a really generic thing to be doing, but it still does sound pretty cool.
I think the best part of this song is the video with flying multicolored bananas. On the channel.
Yeah, I don't like. Where do you get the multicolored bananas?
I don't know, but it's entertaining at least.
I think the reason why it doesn't really sound generic to me is probably because I don't listen to a lot of trap.
Yeah.
But the growls really had me in the drop.
Yeah. The drop's really cool because the drop sort of has like two bits. It's got the real generic-y trap bit, which is fine. For like the first, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds of the drop. And then you've got the bit, which is the reason I really like this song. And it's the other part, if you know what I mean. And this part, for some reason, it reminded me a lot of Topi, in the way that it has that growly, weird vocal chop. And I dig that. And that's what makes me think that this song isn't just a generic, boring trap song. Because I think that part of it is really inventive in what it's using.
Yeah. The second drop's got one of those things that a lot of songs seem to do, which is a pretty poor attempt at hardcore. Honestly,
I actually thought it worked quite well here.
I feel the same. I know you like it, but I feel about that the same way I feel about the second drop of Deep in the Night, or technically the third, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just to my ears, it just sounds like a pretty weak kind of attempt at it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's better than just having the same drop twice, I reckon.
Yeah, but it's really
it
weird because it
does
starts
have a
off with
different
that. It starts off with that fucking weird hardcore, like attempt at hardcore, and then gives up on it after like 5 seconds. Seriously,
Yeah.
Which is very strange. Like if you're gonna do that, at least commit to it.
Yeah.
But I guess since this song is only 2 minutes and 36 seconds, it doesn't have time to be invented.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's hardcore or if it's Moomba or something, because I can't really tell between all those genres. But I do actually really like that bit. Oh, sorry, yeah, I know the song's trap, but that that second
bit.
drop. But I reckon it works well. I reckon it's cool. Doesn't work as well as Deep in the Night. Deep in the Night did it better, but
But can you see what I mean? How they feel really, the way they
it's
do
not
those
like,
bits feel really
it's
similar.
just sort of there.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, hardcore.
Yeah.
And, like, that kind of hardcore, I much prefer to the other kind, like, when it doesn't have that cancer... Exactly. When it doesn't have that, it's much more listenable. And at that point, the pace of it is actually quite cool. And, I don't know, yeah, it's pretty interesting. But, yeah, so the drop has those two elements, and I like the Topi bit, and the other bit's a bit generic. But... yeah, the second drop goes through being hard dance, and it's really short. And so I definitely wouldn't call this song outstanding at all.
I feel like this pretty much the same way I do about the Super Andreas song.
Yeah, I was about to say
song.
that, yeah.
About
Overview.
They're good, don't get me wrong, but nothing mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's not doing anything crazy new.
The vocals made me feel very special.
Yeah, well, that's the bit about it that I do really like.
Yeah.
But it's what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so this is sort of the first new artist we had this week, and we've had a lot of them. Maybe potentially too many.
I reckon
too many new artists.
Already too many.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure for any other album, the entire album, the highest amount of artists that was added was 6 or 5 or something.
Yeah,
for any other album. And we're 12 tracks in, 11 tracks in, something like that. And we've already got.
And like half of the artists.
Yeah, we've already got like 8
artists.
new artists. I think it's insane. At the start, I was like, Pete was saying, oh, you know, it's sort of worrying that there's so many new artists, and I was thinking, well, you know. Like, we've only had 3 new ones. It's cool to have new ones. But at this point, it's like, alright, slow down, guys, or else you're going to lose what... If they keep it up at this rate, they're going to lose what makes me love Monstercat a lot, mostly.
Yeah.
Because I love just that feeling of, like, that you know well, not that you know them, but that you know the way they work and you know the way they sound, and that it's fun to predict what an artist is going to do. And then the more you put stuff in it and the more you have, it's sort of... And the more you saturate it with new artists, it sort of just muddies the waters and everyone...
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to...
It's becoming a lot more unpredictable.
Yeah, I don't mind new artists like making new songs per se. It's just, there's only so many spaces on an album, and if you fill that out with like just new artists, then I think you're losing some of the recognition and knowing what's going on, which I'm really worried about it, honestly.
Because we haven't even stopped yet because we've still got more. We've got that Smile dude.
And Dion Timmer.
Yeah, we just had Dion Timmer. So, yeah, it's a little concerning, but I'm sure it'll go fine. I'm sure it'll be fine, and I'm sure, hopefully, this is just Monstercat trying out something new, and they're not going to be doing this forever.
And for the most part, the other thing that I realized, all the tracks so far, not all, most of the tracks so far by already established artists aren't that great anyway.
Yeah.
Apart from Anticipation, don't get me wrong, Anticipation is awesome.
Anticipation's amazing.
But I don't like, but we just talked about the Only One. That's, the 90s is good, but not great.
I love the 90s. I reckon that's a really good song.
But don't like Wildfire
sort of
very much.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not the greatest start to an album so far. It's not terrible, but it's just feeling a bit meh so far.
Yeah, it's
like 27.
It's a weird one.
Yeah.
What was bad about the start of 27? I can't remember quite. What came out at the start of that? What was it?
It started with Milano, and then there was like Pixel and like Pluto, and then Hush.
Hush is cool.
Hush is awesome, man.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He does the thing that a lot of the new artists haven't been doing, which is being inventive. Like, his stuff is really weird, and that's why I like it.
Oh, yes, that's what I was going to say. Back to, we briefly touched on the Coven song. I got a comment from, I'm not going to remember your name, sorry, but I got a comment from a guy on our first episode of the podcast saying that the Coven song is actually Moombacore, so...
Okay.
It is kind of.
I don't know what Moombacore is, but I'll take your word for it. So we were wrong on that. It's not electro, but yeah. So that was anything else to say on that track, or
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Harambe, but still, I think that's pretty much it.
We've already been there.
People, you should have, like, the MonstercatNews where I mentioned, like, Harambe, you should have seen how many people got mad at me for that.
Oh my god.
I was like, I'm sorry.
I mean, you should never, like, actually get angry at someone for making a bad joke. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're just joking here, but people who, like, actually... Like, when I see on Reddit threads someone makes a stupid meme as a comment... And then it gets downvoted to hell. Like 30 people like, no Harambe jokes here. This is not okay. It's like, Jesus, calm down.
He was just a defenseless gorilla. But yeah, no, this is no joke. I'm gonna go to America and I'm gonna kill you, Jake. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna save up the money and it's gonna go well. But so the third track and the last track that was released this week was Anywhere You Go by Nervo. And I'll just, before we get into the actual track, I'll just say, it's cool that we have female artists back. Because it's been...
And the dudes are back. The doot.
Yeah. it's been quite a while. You talking about Timmy Trumpet? The doot?
Yeah, doot.
Alright.
We even had him to, like, bleed.
Yeah, it was...
But yeah, we haven't had female artists since, I guess if you don't count Coven, because it's sort of half female.
Yeah.
Oh no, but yeah, Candyland's female artist too. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
But this album, and I guess Candyland was the last album, unfortunately. But we've had we've had recently an influx of female artists, which is pretty cool, because before that we hadn't had female artists since when or was it 7 that Corella had their last song?
Didn't we have Anna Yvette and Laura?
Yeah,
shit,
that.
Yeah.
Since they've actually made their own shit now.
But
I mean,
that was,
it was
produced by
I
Fulbo.
don't. Yeah, I don't like vocalists. I don't quite count that in the same way.
Well,
I wouldn't
it's
quite count.
it's
Sing
sort
Well,
of-
Anna Yvette kind of half-produced that song.
Yeah.
Laura Brum just sung.
yeah.
Well, it's really weird.
With
There's an Anna Yvette remix of The Truth that's like really
Generic
dark and
trap.
dirty. Yeah, generic trap, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember
It's
that.
weird.
Strange.
Didn't she sing in that song too?
Yeah.
Well, she sung in the original Truth
Yeah.
and just wasn't credited for it for whatever reason.
She did sing like only 1 or 2 lines in that song though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I'm gonna assume that we all like Anywhere You Go by.
Oh man, I really like it.
It's really, really nice.
Really,
It's so
really
good.
like it.
Yeah. So I don't know these artists Nervo too well, but I did check out a few of their tracks on Spotify like half an hour ago. They didn't seem very good. At least none of the songs that I heard there were anywhere near as good as this. This song is so good.
Yeah.
And so if I could describe this song with one word, it'd probably just be nice. Like, you know, the song, the whole thing is just like, it just relaxes me and makes me happy. It's not chill, because chill is sort of, relaxes me in a different way. This song is just, it's just nice. And so the entire song is pretty much everything in it I like, except for the vocals. They're sort of average.
It's my problem's not even with the vocals themselves. It's just the repetition of it. It's pretty much just anywhere you go, I'll be right there for like the whole,
and it's
for pretty much the
generic.
whole thing, which is like, it's not the actual singing itself. I have a problem.
She
with.
can sing
It's just the
alright, but
repetition. Yeah.
But yeah, all of the not vocals is just so good.
The drops especially.
Yes,
Oh.
the first. I'm not sure which one's my favorite because I love the first drop for its sort of cleanness and simplicity.
The first drop's definitely the most atmospheric in my opinion.
Yeah,
not
because
necessarily
all
the
it
favorite.
has
My
basically
favorite.
is just a little bit of a beat and that slide.
It
guitar.
has it has a bit of a really atmospheric wobby sound in the background as well.
Does it?
That is like, yeah, it does. I don't know how to
notice
describe it, but it's really, really nice. That's half of what adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah,
Super
but that
duper nice.
slide
Like a
guitar,
trumpet.
oh, it's so good. Mate, I like me guitar, and when guitar's used in such a cool way as it's used in this, where it's got the, I don't know, it's this little cylinder you put on your fingers, and when you play guitar, you like slide it up and down the strings, and it makes that kind of sound that you hear in this song. And I wasn't 100% sure if it was guitar, but I asked my dad, and he's like, big guitar man, and he said it was, so I'm gonna take his word for it. And that I love. It's so smooth. It's so just like sleek to listen to. And I know it's just sort of weird comparison to draw, but it has that same cleanness and that same like cleanness that I feel with Deep House as well. Like Rootkit and that sort of thing, where it's like just this sound and not much else, and it's so solitary and so sort of defined. To me that just sounds so good. And so we have Timmy Trumpet in this song too.
Not doing bounce.
Yeah, it's
as
good
you
to see
always
him
say.
not doing bounce, because I don't know, songs like Freaks and Bleed's okay, but Freaks wasn't very good, and lots of his really popular songs I don't really like that much. But this one was a nice little sort of different thing for him to be doing. And when he brings the trumpet in towards like the second half of the song and towards the second drop,
Yeah, like that solo.
yeah, it's so nice.
that interval
It
solo.
reminds me of what does it remind me of? It reminds me of the middle of a song. Am I thinking Jazz Cat Funk? Maybe?
Might be.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's a very... It is a very
I remember
jazzy
that song.
sounding solo. Like
you know that
very-
song? You know that song, Drake?
Yeah, it was like a glitch hop
Yeah,
song.
it was by Riot.
Yeah.
That's an
Oh,
awesome song.
that's-
That's
yeah.
such a good song.
See, the only problem I have with it is that it kind of copied Virtual Riot when
Yeah.
it did the it was the Cat Groove or something like that. I forget what the exact name. It just felt really, really like copycat the name.
Similar
I
names.
feel
similar-
like Virtual Riot's very similar to what's that guy's name?
Seven.
Yes, Savin. I feel like already there, I feel like he's taking from Savin, and then, then Riot's taking from Virtual Riot. It's just a chain of original things can't be made anymore, We're too far.
Yeah, and
along
then
human
they both
existence.
were like glitch hop, and they both had like that saxophone or trumpet kind of whatever instrument it was. Had that in it.
But if I guess that's a little bonus non-Monstercat track. If you guys
check it out, kids.
Check out Jazz Cat Funk. It's a really, really cool heavy electro dubstepy glitch hoppy sort of thing with jazz and cats. It's good.
I like it.
It's
I like
really
it.
Cool. But yeah,
And
so
it
the trumpet in
involves
this
a
song,
difficult game of loud bass, as Trump says.
It does indeed. But yeah, so the trumpet in this song, it's so good.
Very nice.
And
very
the
nice.
solo is just so cool, so atmospheric, and then when it comes in with
very
the guitar,
jazzy.
it complements the guitar so well. They work so well together, and I like how the song, how it sounds like it's just about to end, and it does the drop again. That's cool. Yeah.
I mean, the third drop is like the same thing as the second, which is it's not the biggest issue in the world, but it's pretty much my only other problem with the song, apart from
it's house.
vocals.
They're gonna be repetitive.
Yeah.
But there are two different drops in this song, so I guess that's
yeah.
It's just it would have been better if that. Well, I don't know if it would have been better if the first drop was in the middle, but if the different drop was in the middle, it would have been a bit better. But it still works. I still love the song.
I mean, I kind of like how the really empty feeling and atmospheric drop is the first one.
Yeah,
I always think that's a good thing.
It works.
Do.
Yeah,
I
it does
that
feel
makes
empty.
sense.
I was looking for a word to describe the way it made me feel, and I couldn't find one, but that one works.
Yeah. The song ends really abruptly.
Yeah, it does.
It's like super abruptly. Just, hey, here's the drop. It's like the drop goes till like 2:58 seconds, and the song is 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and it just plays a little poppy sound, and then it's just done. Not pop as in pop music. The sound actually sounds like a little boom.
If there's one element I don't like, it's in the vocal segments, and there's this little funky thing in the background. I can't quite remember it well enough to describe it, but it's got some funky thing which reminds me of Televisor a little bit, and...
Yeah, I'm hearing it, I'm listening to it right now. It's I can't describe it either.
But anyway, that, it's a tiny thing, but I noticed that, and I was like, oh, that's a bit conflicting with the feel of the song. But besides that, and that's, so tiny, it's not even really worth talking about, it's such a good song. And it actually reminds me of the way Anivo's music sort of makes me feel. It's just got that smooth, happy, clean, but it's not, a really happy song. Though it is happy most of the time, but there are times of it that aren't, I guess. Like the first drop, it's not a happy bit. It's quite... It's a little bit lonely, it's a little bit distant.
Yeah, exactly.
And that just helps with just making the whole thing feel so nice, and it contrasts nicely with having those really happy bits and the, sort of triumphant bits with the trumpet and the more melancholy bits with the first drop. And yeah, that reminds me of Anivo in the way that it's both happy and not happy.
It's
in the
definitely
way it feels.
Definitely up there with Touch Me and Anticipation. This is my favourite songs of this album so far.
Touch Me is so good.
Yeah, Touch Me is my favourite so far.
I like the really bassy.
Yeah, it's such
really
an awkward
bassy
name to say though, because I was showing it to my dad, and I was just like, "This is Touch Me," and then I realized, wait, no, that sounds really weird. Dad, the song is called Touch Me. It was a bit awkward, but no, that's an awesome song, and so is Anywhere You Go.
I mean, I still feel like, as much as this song is awesome and I like it, I feel like it would be hypocritical of me to not bring up a point I've made before, which this song definitely applies to, which is featuring an artist on Monstercat, which is already popular and prominent enough. Because I'm checking out the other tracks, some of their popular tracks.
Listens.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have 6 million on one of the most popular Spotify.
I'm pretty sure the original What Monstercat was supposed to be about is finding new artists who wouldn't get much attention otherwise, and then giving them their time in the spotlight to grow a bigger fan base. That's what
Yeah, it's
people
like, who
always
knew
talk
about Stephen Walking? Who knew about Stephen Walking before?
And like two of the the main examples that come to my head of people that were pretty much unheard of is Slips and Slurs. Basically, didn't even exist under that name until Divided. And Glacier, every other song of Glacier's except for the Monstercat one has under 1,000 plays on Spotify. So those are the kind of things you should be bringing up. You've got to bring up the artists that don't already have attention, because I feel like this is just this feels like more of a way for Monstercat itself to gain popularity is what they're doing right now, by bringing on big names to try and call attention to that, instead of them supposed to be the ones calling attention to the smaller ones, not
it's
calling attention to themselves.
It's like, Marshmallow, really? Like, this guy's friends with Strokes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, as much as I really like this Nervo song, it doesn't make sense to have it on here, in my opinion.
Same with Dirty Audio.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know how to explain how I feel. It just seems like Monstercat are getting a bit greedy for popularity, if that makes any sense.
I hope they're not. I hope they're just getting
yeah.
lots of auditions that they really like and want, but
yeah. At the same time, I feel like Monstercat is reaching out to these artists, not the other way around. Simply because, like, the whole point of labels is to get yourself on something official when you otherwise wouldn't. Because, if you just release something as a single by itself, there's not really, except for your self-promotion, there's not really much promotion on it. Because in a lot of ways, labels for EDM, or just music in general, are basically just marketing. They're marketing for you. So you give them the song and they advertise it. But people like Marshmallow don't need advertising. They've already got enough. Honestly, as I said before, this does feel like advertising for Monstercat, not Monstercat advertising artists, which is a bit, I wouldn't say sad, but it's a bit worrying. That's how I felt about Monstercat a lot recently. Just worried about the direction. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just sidetrack a little bit and talk about when they first the first changes on like the layout and everything.
Oh yeah, when they changed the backgrounds.
Yeah, and the next release and everything.
Oh, I don't like the next release change. That's not something I'm a fan of.
And my problem with the next release thing is the reason why they did it was because they wanted to give the song its own spotlight. It didn't want to have to include a little snippet of the next release and everything, so people would just focus on the song that's being played right now.
I get that,
and not people getting hyped for the next song. But the thing is, people still do that anyways with the Monstercat document and everything. They still find a way to find out, so they end up just commenting on it anyway.
Yeah. That Monstercat document is the most helpful thing in the entire world.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
bookmarked it back when I first started getting into Monstercat, following every release. So, and I've given it a custom name on my bookmark, so it's still called Monstercat 020 Releases, because that's what I started. That's what I started following. So I don't even want to change it, but it's still just put under 20 releases. But anyway, are we done talking about Nervo? It's good. I really like it.
I love it. It reminds me of Neva and great.
Also, another thing, I feel like they're introducing a bunch of new artists, but I kind of doubt most of them will even make another song.
Yeah, that does happen a fair bit.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like,
once or twice.
I feel like that might be the case with Marshmallow. Honestly, if it's gonna be with anyone, I'm sure Marshmallow's popular enough that he doesn't need to do any of that stuff. Because God, Alone got so much attention.
Because with Marshmallow, it's sort of strange because it almost seems like a step down for him. Because Monstercat is smaller than he probably is in his own sort of community. So unless can't.
That's
really
what
think of
I'm
a
saying. I
reason
feel
we
like
have
this is for Monstercat's
Yeah.
benefit
Yeah.
more than his own.
Yeah.
one.
But to
I
be
really-
fair, Alone is
That's where
to
it
be
really
fair, though,
shows.
Alone is his most popular song.
Yeah,
So...
it's an awesome song. It's a great
Yeah.
song. But yeah, so that everything we gotta say. I was gonna say something, but I forgot it.
That happens.
Oh shit, my mouse! Come back, mouse.
Oh,
Do it.
tragic times.
Yeah, we're back. All right.
Rip.
So what's coming up? What's coming up next on the show? We've got news.
Haha, your Monstercat news, but this is my job anyway. Even though I'm so lazy, I'm not lazy, but I'm really picky about just considering what I think should be like news and what's just, hey, someone's doing a thing. So I've got 2 items of news and then like 7 things that I always just label other cool shit. But
That's all right.
without further ado, the first and biggest item of the week, I reckon, is that Raziel's done. Full stop.
Wait, no.
He's
That's not a great thing.
He's
but,
moved on.
I mean, worse could have happened.
like, alright. He's still alive. Don't worry, he's not dead. He's just
Yeah.
not doing the Raziel thing anymore.
Hopefully, Streaks comes on.
Yeah,
Monstercat. 'Cause
that's,
I like
that's
Raziel,
the
it's
other
cool.
thing that he's a part
One
of.
for all and all for
Yeah.
one is awesome.
I
and,
mean-
what's
I
the
mean,
one
from
on...
half of
I
his
wonder-
album arts and shit he's done on fucking Facebook and whatnot, he doesn't seem like the greatest guy, but some of his music was really good. I really liked his earlier stuff. Like
Yeah,
around,
all
like,
the songs on 14,
13
except for that one
13
with vocals.
like 13 to like 16 were
What
like,
what was
peak
the
of
one
his
on
stuff.
13?
Robot Tooth
Oh,
Seconds.
yeah.
That was
That
his
was
intro.
alright.
That was his intro to. It's a bit overplayed, but for the
Renza
time,
Kuken is
I
amazing.
It
definitely
is.
liked
Renza
Renza
Kuken's
Kuken,
really
exactly, yeah.
And all
Bad
for
Boy.
one, one for all. Bad Boy. Yep. They're all
And then
really
there's
good.
that other one on 14 that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, like something to do with vocals and...
Seeking the
Yeah.
Truth.
Yes.
Seeking of the Truth, I think is what it's
Sort
called.
of.
I can't remember what it sounds like at
It's
all,
okay. It's just
honestly.
it's just dubstep with vocals. I think, but I haven't listened to it in a while, so I'm
But-
probably wrong.
Have you guys heard about any of the shit that happened with him and fucking being a bit of a dick on Facebook and shit like that?
Well, you
happened
did
little
send me a
while
thing
ago?
where he was
No.
talking about phallic objects, something like that. I don't quite remember what it was. He was just
God,
being a bit of a dick.
it's just being a bit immature, but
Yeah.
he seems like a bit of a dickhead as a person, but you know, his music was good for a bit, so I mean, even when he did generic stuff like trap, I still liked it for whatever
Titans
reason.
is pretty cool.
I liked Titans, and I liked Legends. At least the drop of it.
The
vocals
drop
were
of
good.
Legends was awesome. The vocals were some of the
Yeah.
worst on Monstercat, but the drop was good.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of sad to see him go, but
Worse.
Eh.
Worse.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't leave on the greatest note because neither me or Mika, I'm not sure about you, Jake, are the biggest fan of Edge of the World at all. Just because the vocals. sound a bit...
I like the drop.
I-
The drop.
The
Alright.
second drop
The
is
thing,
pretty decent.
the thing about that song is I dislike 80% of it, but the fucking second drop I actually fucking like so much. I won't listen to the whole song, but I'll just basically skip to that and listen to it because I love the
Right,
fucking second
yeah.
drop so much. But everything else is like,
At the edge of the world. Yeah, it's got pretty bad.
Yeah. What else have we got? Another new artist, Smile.
Yeah.
A song, the new Smile song called Halo is coming out Friday. That's a confirmed
Won't be
release
as
this
good as the
Friday.
Eminence one.
I think it's yeah, never mind.
Oh wait, no, is it called Halo?
It's probably-
Wait, did
it's
you
probably
say it's
gonna
called
be feature-based.
Hello or Halo?
Halo.
Halo.
It is called Halo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, more new artists. Not great.
Onto onto other cool shit, but just
Quote unquote not news.
Imagine it's news anyway. It doesn't make much of a difference. It's just 3 words that I wrote on my notepad. On Facebook, there was a acoustic version of Silence by Coven that the lady did which is mostly just the vocals and the piano, so it's not
Oh.
great in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm sure other people will be.
Well, it's strange because
Interested in
there's been songs that I dislike the vocals of, but then there's the acoustic and I like it, like Synchronize, right? I didn't really love the vocals of Synchronize, but the acoustic is actually really nice, I reckon. But yeah. So that's sort of interesting. What else?
And and something that I was very excited to see is that Laszlo is working on You and Me VIP, which the original You and Me was his first song on Monstercat, which
with
is
his brother?
really, really good. I'm not sure if World's working on it as well, but I'm excited to see that.
Yeah,
because
You and Me
is
is a
fucking
awesome song.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he was working on some D&B too?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
that. What was his last D&B song? It was the one you love so much.
Arrival.
Yeah, Our
Arrival.
Arrival.
Our
Destination
Arrival.
or something like that.
Fuck, I
Pete
love that song
has
so much.
feelings towards that song.
Oh. It's so good. It's so good. Do you like
Yeah,
it, Jake? I need someone else to like it with me.
I
No one
like
else
it.
likes
I
it
just
very
don't
much.
I like the entire EP, and I like that
Oh,
song.
yes.
Yeah, well, I mean,
love it.
That EP's amazing.
Just so you know, Laszlo is my favorite artist, like on Monstercat. So,
Dang.
Destinations.
and even though a lot of artists recently, as you were saying, have been getting a bit and like a bit more mediocre, I feel like Laszlo's been getting better. Like shit, like Airglow and Sphere
Yes.
is so cool.
Oh,
and,
not
like,
better, but
complex
he's
in
just
their
as
own
good.
way.
Like,
It's different.
Did you-
It's
did-
different
because
at least.
didn't he start with You and Me?
Yes, that was his
Yeah,
first
You and
one.
Me was great. Then he had, what was the next one?
You and Me is like the coolest kind of future bass in my opinion. It's future bass with little subtle, like little bits of wobs in it as well,
Yeah.
which you know.
Did either of you like Tribal?
Tribal
Is
is
Tribal
good.
future bass?
No,
Oh,
It's like experimental tech house.
it's
yeah.
good. Tribal is cool.
that's a good song. And
No,
Tribal is like bomb.
and
Yeah.
and Messiah as well.
Messiah's awesome.
And
he's
he's
so
and
badass.
he's got a lot of diversity in himself as well. He goes from
Yeah.
making a super like I don't know something really happy or really like you know like Home or Our Arrival
Yeah.
or something like that. Then goes straight to like Tribal. It's like wow, he's really
Yeah.
got some range. He's been really
Definitely.
active recently. In the
Yeah.
space of an album, he's made 3 songs, including the one on the anniversary
Jesus.
album, which is
Yeah.
just I'm not complaining. I'm
Yeah.
not complaining.
They're all
Mika,
good.
I know
Yeah.
you really like Airglow.
Airglow's the best track on the album. It's so good.
Awesome.
Well, in my opinion,
it's
it is.
awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Laszlo's awesome. There's those 2 songs I always mix up: Supernova and Interstellar. Which one's the good one?
Yeah.
Is it Supernova or Interstellar?
I like both. Like both of them a lot. So
Because I haven't talked to you about this in a while. But I remember you used to say, because I liked both of them, and you used to say one of them was bad and one of them was really good.
yeah, I
Or
like
that
both of them.
One of them was
yeah.
boring and one of them wasn't that good.
Yeah, I kind of came
Interstellar-
back on it. I mean, Interstellar, I was in love with that song for ages, and then I got super duper sick of it.
That's the one that
And
has like
then-
the countdown and the vocal drop, isn't
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
correct.
Ready, set, go.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was mostly just when I said I didn't like it. It was mostly just I'd gotten super
Yeah.
sick of it. But
It's a bit
I like it
housey,
now.
but it's still nice. It's
Yeah.
still nice.
yeah, and
But the other one is awesome. Supernova.
yeah.
Very,
I thought you didn't.
very,
I thought you found that song really boring. But
I used
if you
to,
do like
but
it.
we probably haven't updated for like a year. I like that song. It's awesome.
Especially the fucking Complextro drop in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is the best bit of that song without a doubt. But yeah, there's only one Laszlo song that I don't enjoy, which is
And that's
I can't say that, but
Closer, right?
Closer, like the song Closer itself is the only one that I'm like,
I like Closer.
nah.
Everything from that
I
EP.
really
like
like
it.
Laura. I like everything else on that EP. Like I love everything else on that EP. Laura
King's
the
Life
Jungle's
is
great.
awesome. Laura the
King's
Jungle
Life
is
is
awesome.
so good. And
Our Arrival's awesome.
Yeah,
Destination is my favorite.
yeah, it's that one. I've finally come around on that song.
Good. Destination's so good.
Moral of the story is Laszlo's good, right?
Yeah, he's
And
hot
you
boy.
and me VIP hopefully will be good.
Yeah.
Next up, there was a little video of an interview with Skrillex in which just casually in the middle of a call, Marshmallow calls him up and he's like, "Hey, so when are we doing this thing?" And it's a really awkward encounter It's really, really
Yeah, it's
awkward.
just in the middle of,
They're just
like,
in the
a
middle of like
news
a
review.
news, yeah, in a news
News
interview, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And then Skrillex's like, "Yeah, this guy, he's an up and comer right here, Marshmallow." And then he's like, "Oh, I hope I can interview you someday." And I'm like, and he's just like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." It's actually really awkward. And
I
don't know
remember watching that interview. That was the most awkward thing in the world. Oh my
Yeah. What do we have next? Fij tweets about a new song next week.
Yes! Yes!
No specification as to when during the week or on what label. Just said, hey, new song next week. So
Fij.
we'll see what happens.
I want Fij. My love for Fij cannot be understated.
He's on the back of my phone.
He's so good.
I have his sticker on my phone.
I have many Monstercat stickers on my laptop. I have a bunch.
Yeah.
Alright, on your list, do you have the Puppet EP or Subtax release?
Oh shit, dude, is that a thing? I missed that.
Yes, Puppet.
RGP.
Puppet was talking about, I don't even feel like making a Monstercat news this week, so I'm just gonna do it on here.
Fair
So
enough.
basically, Puppet was talking about him making or finishing up like an EP in August. He talked about it.
Oh, awesome.
And this week on Instagram, he teased this video. It's a preview for. I'm assuming it's the first single off the EP.
Yeah.
It's called "Listen to the Storm" or something. So yeah, that's coming.
What would you
before?
What would you liken it to? Would it be like Vagabond? Because the name makes me think of Vagabond.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, nice. Vagabond is
Oh,
a good
I
song.
love that song so much. You don't even
So
understand. I
Vagabond's fire.
love Puppet. I love
Puppet is awesome.
There was
Still
a couple
pretty
of
sure
there was
Scribble is my favorite though.
Scribbles.
Scribble
So,
extended
that was
mix is
such
so
a
good.
that was such a good introduction. But yeah, there's a
Yeah.
couple in there that I'm like that I think are okay. Like I know you like it, Mika, but I don't think Answers is that great. I'm like
It has
yeah,
the
it's
trains at the
pretty
start
cool.
though. Trains are so nice.
But ever since
The
like,
fire's good.
yeah, the fire's pretty good. But he definitely
Yeah.
doesn't have any songs that I think are just bad. Even
Yeah.
though I'm not personally
Yeah.
a fan of Boy and the Beast, I see why other people.
Oh, I
like
forgot that song existed.
That
Oh, it's so good.
that's when I told you at the beginning when I said I like dark electro or dark dubstep. That's what I was talking
Boy
about.
and the
Boy and
Beast
the
is.
Beast.
Normally I do as
forgot that
well. I just
existed.
don't
It's
like that
just-
song.
It's
Oh.
so mechanical and industrial, and that first drop is just so abstract and has so much punch to it. And the second drop is just like this awesome electro house and makes me think of Fool and it's so good.
I like the beginning. The intro is so
Yeah.
good.
It's so
I
bad.
agree.
It's-
That's my
so
favorite.
I like
song.
because it's like really really peaceful and it's like you hear the footprints in the snow.
Yeah.
And then it just leads up into like this lifter, this lift that just goes up and then it goes like hey and then it just drops. It's just so good.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
first
I was
thing
gonna-
I'm gonna do after recording this is go listen to this song because I
I
forgot
was-
it existed.
I was gonna say that Puppet didn't have any like bad songs, but then I remembered Enough Was Enough existed. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah, that song's
It's
sort
just
of,
indie dance, generic
yeah.
indie dance.
I don't like indie dance very much.
I mean, I'm Here's indie dance, and that song's fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
Xavier isn't here to yell at indie dance.
It's always nice.
I like I'm here because before Monstercat I was like really into like Owl City and stuff and that song was originally supposed to be like a
you
Fireflies
mean the
remix.
Christian pop album? The Christian pop artists, Owl City?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because for
we-
some reason,
but
me and Pete were looking through the Christian playlist on
Spotify.
Spotify for some
'cause
reason.
It's hilarious.
Apparently, Owl City was in there, so... I didn't know they were Christian.
But basically I'm Here was supposed to be a Fireflies remix.
What?
Really?
And then it turned into that.
That's so
Yes.
cool. Did not know
Fireflies
that. But yeah,
is a
man,
nice
that
song.
sounds
I like that song.
awesome.
Just listen to it and see if you can like hear any elements of Fireflies.
Yeah, I
in
should
it.
go back and listen to that. That sounds awesome. Next on my list, there's a video on Rogue's YouTube channel, because Rogue's really cool. He does vlogs and he does all that shit. Most of the time, I don't care for vlogs, but when it's someone like an artist on Monstercat who you don't normally get to see
I really
in their
enjoy that.
On a
day-to-day
personal
lives,
level, yeah.
yeah, then it's really interesting. And Rogue did like a reaction video to his like first songs, and it's really funny.
Yeah, I watched it. It was
fucking,
good.
oh.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. There was an interesting Reddit post that got a lot of upvotes about how AU5 and Filthy Frank were born on the exact same day. Like, not just the same day of the year, but the same year and everything. Which is that's so cool.
They're the same person, it's confirmed.
Yeah.
They both have a lot of talent when it comes to making music, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Filthy Frank, his other alias, Joji, is actually really good.
Yeah, he makes, like, shitty rap, right?
He actually makes actual rap and good music on his other alias. Filthy Frank is just like a kind of quirky, edgy kind of.
No, he's so middle of the road and straightforward. What are you talking about? He's not out there at all.
Oh yeah.
No, he is. He's awesome. He's crazy.
Now, alright.
He does not give a fuck.
Next thing up here, which is the last thing, which makes me very, very sad to see, which is Solero tweets about making music, but says it's probably going to be one of his last songs, like, ever. Which is like...
But Solero...
Solero's an artist that has made a lot of meh stuff, but when he makes stuff that's good, it's like some of my favorite stuff on Monstercat. Video Boy is fucking incredible.
Invisible.
Fucking Seconds Away is really nice as well.
Is that the one on 17?
Yes, that is the 17 one.
That's a very
that
nice
song's really nice. And
the one with
Ampersand,
Eminem is bad.
Yeah. Ampersand is really good as well, the one with Stephen Walking.
Stephen Walking and Solero is such a weird collab.
It works though. It's a fucking good song. But yeah, there's a lot.
Invisible from him and Eminence.
Yeah, the one that Mika was just talking about how we don't like it all that much.
Well, because I was real hyped for it because Eminence and Solero are like, and they're both good house producers, but I guess two rights don't make a right because two good house producers came together to make a generic house song.
Yeah. I mean, it just fits under that kind of more side of Solero, like
and
like The World and Pussycat and all those kinds of ones. They're a bit but when he makes good stuff, it's just awesome. But
so good.
I'm gonna be sad to see him go. Seems like quite a few artists have been going recently. Solero's going, Raziel's going, Buster's gone now. It's like
Buster.
Sad. It's a sad time to deal.
So bad.
We'll never be able to rift walk again.
Yeah,
Rift Walk was the best.
So good.
I never would have predicted that that the one on 22, whatever it's called, would be his last song on Monster.
Combine is
Combine.
so good.
I
Has he
can't
released a bad track? I know you don't like all of them.
Zero G is not great.
Oh yeah, that's the only one I don't really like.
But I can't decide which
is good. Rift Walk's
I can't
good.
Don't forget or Shadow. Those are my two.
Oh,
those are my two favorites.
Don't forget,
I can't
it's
decide
like one
which
of the
one
best
I
songs
like
on
more.
Monstercat.
Yeah, I can't decide. I can't decide which one I like more though, because Shadow's fucking awesome.
Shadow is so spooky.
Yeah, Xavier credits it as like one of the the first song to get him into DMB. Because I remember we were walking to school and I was talking about DMB. This was like before I even understood half of like good DMB and shit. And I'm like, mate, if you like dark and heavy shit, you should listen to Shadow. And then he did, and he's like, oh my god. Oh my god, it's awesome.
It's funny that both Shadow and Parallax are on the same album because they're both like the two darkest songs on Monstercat.
Yeah. Oh, Parallax is so good as well. Yeah. But with that sad news, that draws to a close the end of our news section.
Didn't Jake say there was another news thing? Like another someone doing something?
Yes.
Oh, ooh.
Yes, I was hoping you would bring that back up. Alright, so on the 10th of October, Subtext is releasing his trap song that he
Trap?
for on Monstercat.
Oh.
I mean, he has done that before, but...
Has he? When?
What's that song called? Atlas? Yeah. It's not a Monstercat
Yes,
track.
that was on 99 Lives.
Oh shit, yes, I do know that. That is a good song. That's a cool song.
Yeah.
I like that.
As far as Future Bass goes, Subtact, so far.
He's cool.
I'm like especially Restart. That
Restart
song
is awesome.
fucking
Ooh, Restart's pretty good.
awesome.
But
And
yeah, new subtext I can dig.
Yeah.
but all right, before we go on to anything else, Jake, I want to know what you think of hyper potions. Just came to my head when I was thinking about subtext and hyper
potions.
Because a lot of me and like us and our friends don't like them very much.
Yeah, they're a bit
And
too.
I want to hear
hyperactive.
some. I want to see if you have a different opinion.
I'm not the biggest fan of the really happy vibe.
Yeah, me too.
Not that sounded really emo, but still, I'm like it's
Some artists do
I
it well.
still like
Yeah, like Laszlo does it great.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the remix of Legends. That's like
Ooh.
my favorite.
The
I like
only one I like is Saturday Morning Space Ride. 'Cause it's got
I
the
like
bass
Checkpoint.
guitar.
I really like.
Oh
Checkpoint.
no, Checkpoint's really, really good. That's
It's
right.
really good.
Yeah, that's a really good song. Checkpoint
Porta Vista.
and
Oh yeah,
Porta
yeah,
Vista
yeah.
sucks.
That's my least favorite.
Remix of Legends I don't like very much.
Yeah.
What else did they have? Did they have something on 20? They had 2 tracks on 23, didn't they? They had the other one as well. What was that?
Yeah,
That
they
was-
had. That was the one with Subtac. They were both
Adventures?
collabs. Yeah,
It was called Adventures.
that was a collab
Oh,
with
yeah.
Subtac.
And that one was decent.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I like that one.
So I now I think about it, they're not actually as bad as I thought they were. But like I
They're
said,
bad when they
like you
make
said.
they're bad when they make the generic. Hey, let's just do future bass.
Yeah.
But it seems like they've been doing a bit less of that lately because Unbreakable,
making a bit-
even
Unbreakable.
though it has the most painful vocals in all of the world.
Which song?
Unbreakable.
Break blah blah. blah. What was that?
Have
What
you
was
forgotten? Have you forgotten?
What is that song?
It's the one on 27.
That's from 020.
I am
027.
invincible. Have you forgotten, Mika?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Listen to it. Look it up. Look it up on
Alright.
Spotify.
It
I
won't
can't
it won't
believe
have
you
as
don't
bad
remember
vocals
it.
as Dangerous. Dangerous is
Do
probably
you not
of
remember?
all the songs on Monstercat, I think Dangerous might be my least favorite.
Danica Nadeau release.
Unbreakable, what's it called? Unbreakable by Hyper
Potions. I can't believe you've
Oh
forgotten
no, this is the
about
Tropical
it.
House one, that's right.
Yeah.
No, I actually quite like this. The vocals make me want to die, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But,
That's what I was trying to talk
yeah.
about. I was trying to talk
But
about.
the drop's actually pretty good. Distance wasn't too bad either, now looking at this.
It's alright.
Distance was alright. Checkpoint was good. But yeah, so as a whole, they're the happy whole thing most of the time. Even though I just listed like 3 or 4 of their songs that I quite like, just their whole style, big old happy Japanese stuff.
Happy
generally
Japanesey video gamey sound.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
And I just
Fucking
want to,
filthy
I just want to
weebs.
bring up. Have either of you seen all the Hyper Potion stuff and Sonic?
Yeah.
It's so cringy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because if for the listeners, if you
It was a
didn't know,
weed festival.
it was while Sonic was having a big live promotion event at might have been PAX.
It was
or
20.
E3.
It was
like an
yeah. I think I'm pretty
anniversary.
sure it was 25th anniversary.
Yeah, it was the 25th
something like that.
anniversary of Sonic, and this like the Hyper Potions wasn't the worst bit, but they played there and they DJ'd, and it was just sort of weird seeing them there with all the
Yeah.
5-year-olds in the crowd being all like. But
And then those 40-year-olds.
yeah. But I'm not sure if anyone will have seen this clip, but it's so funny. There's this clip from the Sonic 25th year anniversary where there's a tribute band that's singing all these Sonic songs, and they're trying to get crowd and participation.
Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, Sonic Heroes, and so they're singing this song, and they're trying to get crowd participation, and the crowd is just so not into it, and the guy walks up and puts the mic down in front of all the people in the crowd's face, and the woman just like doesn't do anything. She's like, I don't want it, but then this guy comes up behind her and grabs the mic and just starts screaming into it. She's like,
So good.
and then they pull away the mic, and it's just look up the clip. It'd probably just be Sonic 25th year anniversary heroes funny clip or something. It was. If any of you know Jim Sterling, there was like a week where that was the only thing he ever talked about on his channel, and it was so funny. Oh my god,
Oh, it's
it's
so
the
beautiful.
dumbest thing. But yeah, Sonic sucks. On a bit of a sidetrack. Except for the werewolf one, the Sonic one. I love that.
No,
Nine.
it's awful. It's
I was
one of
not-
the it's terrible.
I loved it so much, but it's gotta be awful, right?
It is. It's pretty damn bad.
Jeez, that was like the most off track I've ever got. Alright, fucking Sonic. So that's all the news, I think.
Yeah. Maybe. Hey, Jake. Since you said you're probably not going to do a Monstercat news video this week, maybe you should give us a shout out. Maybe we should.
Yeah. Just say you
on the
check
show.
out
Come on.
the podcast.
Come on.
Yes.
We need a bigger fan base going on.
Yeah, we've only got.
I will
17.
I will make a 30-second video
Yes.
just saying,
I
hey,
was on this
Monstercat
thing.
News is on this other weird people.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
so-
talk about Sonic and screaming.
Yeah, we talked about Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm watching the video right now.
It's so good. It's so funny.
Yeah,
It's so good.
he's just so screaming into the mic, and it's so sad. I feel so bad for everybody who was listening.
Yeah. Alright, Pete, you know the deal. Go to the random number generator. We're gonna do the
Yeah.
song of
Oh,
the day.
I already had it open. You mean track of the week?
Track of the. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Track
Song
of the week.
day. Jesus fucking Christ.
RNG generator. We're going there. Random.org.
Right.
True random numbers. Minimum 1. Maximum is it 28? It is 28. Generate. What album are we gonna get, boys? We are going to be album 7.
Ooh.
An oldie.
Now let's see what we get.
I'm kind of new to this. What is this?
So we just find a track and we're like, we just use random number generators, find a track, and then we talk about it. That's
Okay.
alright.
Which one?
IDK by a Fixer.
What is that song? I haven't listened. I haven't listened to that song in a long time.
As far as a Fixer goes, it's one of his better ones. It's
I like.
less
Yeah,
glitchy
most of the
and
Fixer isn't that
screaming.
great, but I like Transcords.
Yes.
A Fixer song by a Fixer. Let's just reimburse myself.
I'm taking a listen.
Oh, this one, yeah. Oh, it has that cool.
Whoa!
it's got a cool
The
intro.
kick is so bassy. What?
What? Sorry, I didn't
Whoa!
get that.
I need to turn on my volume. The kick in the beginning is so bassy.
Yeah. I don't know. The intro is really cool. It has that vocal chop.
Yeah, the intro is cool.
I really
It's
like
quite
the intro though.
atmospheric.
As far
Um,
as far as a Fixer goes, this song is quite good actually.
Yeah. But the drop's a bit just like.
Oh, I
It's
like
got-
it.
It's
Cool, that's
it
well.
reminds me a bit of early Tristan.
Oh, because you hate that so much.
No, I love early Tristan. This doesn't have the complexity that early Tristan.
Yo, I need to listen to more of old Afixa. This is actually really good.
So a lot of it's pretty.
If you want
Gross.
to check out a cooler Fixer song, his song on Two Some Wobbles is actually pretty cool. It's like alien dubstep. It's heavy as
All
shit.
the
Oh, I know
all
that
the
song.
one
I know that
all
one.
the one from 8. What's it called? Not 8. Sorry,
Yeah, what's
6. 6 was the one.
What's it? Transcords.
Transcords. Yeah, that's the one. I'm
Transcords is
thinking of.
nice. Very
But, you
generic
know,
trance.
It's such
but
a sad,
it's nice.
sad song. It's
but-
just so, it's so like lonely,
Yeah.
empty.
There's
Nice.
a lot of fucking popular shit on 7. It's one of the most well-known albums. Like
Yeah, it is
Time
actually.
Bomb has like nearly 9 million plays.
That's because Time Bomb is so good. Time Bomb's
Alright.
awesome. I
It
love that
is.
song.
And Disconnected, of course.
Yes.
has like
Yes.
17 million.
It was very strange how they swapped out the Overwork song. What was it called?
Yeah.
House. Because I think Overwork was just like, I want to be independent now.
Yeah,
If-
it's just like
If only Overwork came back and
Peace
he had
out.
have released the can. Imagine if Canon was a Monstercat EP. Oh my god, that'd make me happy. Do you know
But-
Overwork? Jake,
Well, what?
the artist Overwork. Do you know him?
Yes, I remember listening to it. My house.
Yeah, that one. Because he
Oh.
that's like his worst song, but he's got some non-Monstercat songs.
it's good.
It's really, really good. Really good. Which is quite a natural way to bring us into the second segment that is about telling
Right.
people to go listen to shit. The non-Monstercat track of the day, and
That was my little fanfare right there. I'll bring my trombone next time and I'll play.
oh yes, you should. That'd be amazing.
Oh no!
You just like blast everyone's ears out.
I'll just try my hardest to impersonate Animal Instinct on the trombone. That would be hard.
that'd be beautiful.
They should get like a full orchestra together to try
and do Animal Instinct.
Animal Instinct.
Oh fuck! That kids orchestra that you sent me the other day. The kids orchestra doing the.
Oh my god! The 2001 Space Odyssey song.
Oh, that was so bad. If anyone is listening, you should look up if you want to laugh, because this made me laugh a lot. You should look up what's it called? Just like kids orchestra playing 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's like the worst. Because all the kids are like 7 or 8, and so they don't know how to use any of the instruments, and it's just
so good.
It starts off okay, but once it builds, and once it gets to like the 40-second mark, and it gets to like the highest point of the song, it's just fucking chaos. But the best bit is there's like 3 kids you can tell are really good, and then the rest are like awful, and so there's just these 3 kids like, oh, these fucking songs are being so shit. But yeah, you should look that up because it's funny. But
so good.
yeah, so Non-Monstercat track of the day. It's the segment where we all pick a song which is not a Monstercat, which we think is good.
Did you tell Jake about this? Is you at all prepared for this? Chat?
No, but I'm already looking on SoundCloud. Getting
just find
prepared.
something.
He'll figure it out. So yeah, we'll tell you about a song that we really like that's not on Monstercat, because me and Pete listen to lots of Spotify, which suggests lots of music, so we know lots of music that's not on Monstercat. So Pete, you wanna kick us off with your?
Didn't you say it was transitioning really well into like some Overwerk song you wanted to talk about?
Oh right, well yes.
That kind of makes not much sense to transition into it. They'd be like, yeah, Pete, you go. I had a cool segue here, but you go.
Now I have multiple songs I wanna. Can I only pick one?
Just choose. All right, if you want to choose an EP or an individual song, that works too.
All right. I've got one for next week as well. But this week. I'm going to be picking the EP that I just mentioned, Canon, by Overwerk. Pete doesn't really like it, but
I do. I should, and I don't know. I get it, and I get why it's good, but for some reason, I just don't enjoy listening to it very much. So don't say that I don't like it, because I do. It's just I don't enjoy listening. It's so weird. Right. I have such a weird opinion on it. I like it, but I don't enjoy listening to it. Like, looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, that's shit. No, that's sick, that's cool. Then I actually listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool, but, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
So, it's sort of like, it's the best electro house I can think of. Like, it sort of reminds me a bit of Full, but much harder, I guess, in sound. It's got that dramatic Full feel, and it's got the orchestral stuff.
It's like deeper and darker.
It's deeper and darker than Full. And so it's this whole album, it's an electro house album, and 4 of the 5 tracks on it are really good. The last one's a bit long and repetitive, but the tracks on it are, the first one is Canon Part 1, I believe, but I'll just have to check. Canon Part 1, it's really awesome. It's this electro house track, it's awesome. The second song is, I found it in one of my Spotify 30 mix things, and let me just quickly get to the album, Spotify. What's his name? Overwerk. What? It's not on Spotify anymore. Alright, Overwerk's just taking his things off everywhere. But anyway, so it has 4 tracks I really like. It has Canon, which is awesome. It has Canon Part 2, which is the heaviest and the hardest hitting track probably on the album. It has another one.
What do you mean Canon's not on Spotify anymore? I can see it right in front of me.
Really? How's it spelled in?
Did you spell Overwerk wrong?
Overwerk. Alright,
It's literally right here. You go on his artist page and it's the first thing that comes up. Albums, Canon.
Overwerk, alright. Here we are. It is on Spotify. I'm just not good at being prepared. I probably should have been a bit more prepared for this. Alright, so here I actually am. So Canon, really awesome. Starts off with this like orchestral classical stuff, and it just goes into this electro house drop. It's really, really good. Toccata is basically his take on this classical organ melody, which is basically the entire song is this organ melody, but it's really cool electro house version of it.
It's the most popular one of the album.
It is. It's probably the second worst because it's quite repetitive, but it's really cool. Then there's Create, which has some of the best drums I've heard in songs. It has just such good use of hats, snares, even like the triangle at times. It's just got really, really cool percussion. Canon Part 2 is really heavy, really hard hitting. Like, it's the sort of... It's not like Surface or like one of those trap songs, but it reminds me in the way that when it drops, you're like, whoa!
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Can I just point something really fucking irrelevant out?
Yeah.
There's a fucking Overwerk song on fucking The Sims 4 soundtrack for whatever reason.
Really?
Yeah. It's the Sims
weird.
4 song. It's an EA game soundtrack, and it's what's it called? Pressure by Overwerk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. And so the last track on the album is Winter, and it's sort of this really repetitive, long thing, and it's okay. But so that's my pick. If you have a spare 20 minutes, go listen to Canon by Overwerk. I definitely recommend it. It's one of my favorite things I've heard on Spotify. One of my favorite albums I found on Spotify, and I found many. So yeah, check that out. It's really good. Now, Peter. Yeah.
All right. Well, Mika, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about the second that I say the name of the song, and I already know you agree with me that this song is awesome. So my non-Monstercat track of the week is by T-Mass and Monomua, and it's called "Trapped in Fourths."
Ah,
and
yes.
It's a really, really nice song. It's quite repetitive, but I don't even mind because it's got a super spacey feel to it. I always really like songs that give me a spacey feel, like Galactic Voyage or this, or some other song that does that. I don't know. I ran out of examples.
It's really awesome. It's
It's
future-based,
just
right?
got. I'm not sure exactly what it is.
It's
but
either
it's
future-based or trap, but it's
it's
awesome.
got vocals that are good, which is always nice.
It does.
I mean, it's funny because
does.
this track, apparently, because Mika, I remember you telling me about this thing that you found and you listened to it.
Yes,
like, this
it's a
song is
VIP.
apparently a sequel, like kind of like a sequel to this song.
It's either a VIP or a sequel of a song called Trapped in Thirds, which is not good and is very repetitive, but uses the same melody as Trapped in Fourths. And so I think Trapped in Fourths is a VIP. Trapped in Fourths is much, much better. But
yeah, it's a fucking awesome song. It's super relaxing. It's really nice, and everyone should go and listen to it.
And Jake, you got a song?
Alright. Yeah, it's from the Fiji actually.
Ooh,
It's
Fiji.
not a Monstercat.
Ooh.
It's not a Monstercat. It's his remix of the Dabin Hold.
What's the song called?
It's from Dabin. It's called Hold and it's featuring
Oh shit!
Daniela.
I might know
Andrade
it. Is
or
it
something?
is it the one with like the green album art? Mr. Spotify get up. Mr. Fiji. Oh, Fijiwiji? No. Fijiwiji. Dab. I don't want to say Dab. Dabin. All right, hold. What do we got here? Oh, that no, I don't know that one, but I'll have to check it out.
It's really good.
What genre is it?
Alright, it's chill out.
Good,
Hey, good old Fiji.
It's got the classic chill out, and the thing about it I really like is his signature distorted
Yes.
vocal chops.
Yes. Oh, I love them so much.
Where it's like the vocals are just like all chopped up and they sometimes don't make sense and then they'll like go into like this little deep kind of sounding pitch.
Yeah, it's like what's that song? The one with that really cool vocal chop, and it's got the weird mental disease for the name.
Aphasia.
Aphasia. That song has such cool vocal chops, like, and I just love
I love
Fiji's
that song.
the twang and the deep house sounds he uses in lots of the songs. Really, really, really cool. He's probably
It's
one
funny.
of the most
Stuff and
It's
nothing.
funny,
original
like-
artists.
Aphasia's a funny thing because that word actually means inability to make understandable speech,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Makes a lot of sense
That's
for the
exactly
song.
Yeah, I really
what
like
he
it.
does. Yeah, exactly.
It was clever.
But Fiji's
That's such a
awesome.
But my favorite Fiji song, definitely Voyager, on the Nebula EP. What's it called? The Friends EP. Voyager.
Yeah.
It's Fiji featuring who is it again, Pete? Do you know?
Solero or
no,
Exit
that's
Strategy?
Nebula. Exist Strategy. Yeah, that's the one. That
It is
the one.
like, it's such a good song. It's one of those chill out ones, but I love it so much. It's so beautiful. Yeah. But
yeah,
so all
that's one
the
of my favorites as well.
links to all three of those tracks will be in the description if you want to check them out.
You should put links to all the other videos and shit we talk about as well.
Yes,
Like,
and
you know,
I'll put,
like,
I'll
you know,
put links to
Skrillex interview and that fucking... Oh my god, you gotta
And
link
the
this.
Sonic.
Oh shit! I'll need to write them down, or else I'll forget them. But what is there? There's the Skrill interview. There's the
Rogue reaction.
Rogue
To his
reaction.
old videos.
And there was the Kids Orchestra.
That
Alright, so
last one of which is very Monstercat related, as we all.
yes, for
all
sure.
know. Ooh, this is interesting. On Reddit, is this new? Faint and Coven?
Ooh, is it?
Yes. They collab.
Oh,
that's
that'd be
awesome.
good. That's gonna be good. Faint and
Oh,
Coven
it
could
says
work very well.
yeah, it says Faint. Oh, featuring Coven. I have a feeling it might just be the
Just
vocalist.
the vocalist. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So is that song out or is that coming out?
This is on Liquicity.
Oh, Liquicity's sort of bad.
Have you guys seen this fucking wonderful?
Except for the Resident Evil one. What's it called? Raccoon City. That song. Oh my god.
fucking. Have you guys seen this wonderful meme? The Mr. Fijiwiji Fij for Prez meme.
I have.
It's
Yes,
so
they
good.
put it.
This stuff
They
has
put
been
it
going.
on a Monstercat shirt.
Oh, it's so good. It's been going on for so long.
It's in the
and so
Monstercat store.
funny.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love it so much. I love these dang memes.
Put a big boy in charge.
Exactly. It's so beautiful. It's so.
It was I remember when he did it, he like his first tweet was like a year ago. He was like, at my local Denny's, I'm going to run for president or something like that. And he was like chilling there, and it said like he said at 4:20 p.m. At my local Denny's, I have started running for president. And then he also made this little Photoshop picture of like the voting polls, and it had like Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, and then it had Mr. Fijiwiji
like
having
way up the
69%
top.
of the votes.
Yeah, like way up.
He had 69% of the votes.
Nah.
Ooh,
It's on the front page of the Monstercat shop. It says "Put a big boy in charge." # Fiji 2016, and then it says, and then wait, there's a button that says "Endorse Mr. Endorse Fijiwiji," and then it has a T-shirt that they made called "Mr. Fijiwiji Fiji for Prez."
oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Wow.
Do you guys know that song? What's it called? Next Big Thing by Throttle, the one on.
Oh yeah,
7.
yeah, that's a cool song.
Yes.
It's such a
Biggest-
cool song.
biggest
Yeah,
thing.
but that fucking vocal chop, it's like stop.
Yeah, I figured out where it was
Please.
from. I was watching Tropic Thunder the other day, and it's from Tropic Thunder. I didn't realize that until
Oh.
What's the
Figuring out
dude-
where those fucking vocal chops are from.
Yeah,
So good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Go! What were we gonna say?
I was about to wrap up, but do you have anything to say?
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying things because I have cool things to bring up. Where was it?
Bring them all
I saw
up.
another fucking Reddit post about oh yeah, there's apparently a vlog on Monstercat's channel that's Tristram and Rogue just kind of casually vlogging that's like on the channel, which
on
is
the
from
Monstercat
like
channel.
yeah, from like 7 era. It's like
Really?
in the middle of 7.
wait, link it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'll put that in
shit,
the
I need to.
description too.
I need to go and find the actual video because on Reddit it's just a screenshot, and I'll tell you. I know you. I don't know if you remember me finding this out, Mika, but I went on a mission because there was this post on Reddit about vocal chops, like, you know, all those before drop vocal chops that'll just
Yeah.
say some weird shit. There was a Reddit post that linked to a Google Doc about finding out the origin of all of these different ones, and I made it my mission because there was like, this is from this is from this, we don't know what this is from, and I made it my fucking mission to find the vocal chop from Buzzkill. The
Oh,
one
yeah,
about
you
killer
did.
bees and shit. It took me a long time, but I found it.
They attack. They'll kill
Yeah,
anything.
it's
I've
just
seen
from
them
some
attack
fucking. It's just from some documentary. and it's
About
like,
bees.
Yeah, about killer
The
bees.
African
It's
bees,
like
yeah.
yeah, the African killer bees. Why?
It's such
I
a
don't
cool
know.
song.
Alright, I have to go back and find that
Yeah,
vlog. If it's still on
I'll have to
the
link that too, won't I? Alright, so
Still on
finding the vocal chops. Hopefully I can get the link for all those, and I'll be fine.
Damn.
So,
Oh
let's...
fuck! I
let's
just looked
stress
that up and I forgot this song existed. Fucking
What song?
I'm just gonna bring attention to something that I always forget is a thing. You know Rewell from Seven. Oh no,
Yes,
no, is
I like
Rewell?
it.
Yeah, that's the.
Like it.
Is that the
From
Seven
Seven
one?
Road.
Is that the Seven
Yes.
one? Yeah, that's
Yes.
actually an EP.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
completely Tristam and Rogue, and there's this one song on it
It's so
called
good.
Flame War that is. I just want everyone that's listening to this to go and look up that Tristam and Rogue Flame War, and it's an electro
Another
song.
link to
and
put
it's
in.
Fucking, yes, another link to put in. It's so good. When I was trying to find the vlog, I just saw that. I'm like, fuck, I forgot this song existed. Somehow, I don't think this vlog is actually on the channel anymore. I think they might have taken it down, and someone's just used like the Wayback Machine or something like that.
Alright,
Go
well,
back and see it.
I'll have a look
That's
for it, but if it's not in the description, that's why, guys.
Yeah, but I think we about
we-
finished.
Yeah, we can wrap up.
Hey, look, we've met. Jesus, we actually
Yeah,
a lot
we
more
got an hour and
impressive
a
this
half.
time. An hour and a half. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
just hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job for dragging that shit out. It was fun. So,
Yeah.
I'll just try and wrap this up and do a lot better than the first time we did it, hopefully. So I'll say thanks to you, Pete, for coming on. I'm sure it was a good with you.
Yay!
And thanks for you.
I could be playing Dark Souls right now.
Yeah, you could be playing
and
Dark
I'm
Souls.
not.
Thanks, Jake,
So-
for coming on. I know it was sort of tricky because you live on the other side of the world from us.
Yeah, what
To-
time?
to
What
get in.
time?
Chill.
What time is it for you right now?
like 9 o'clock
It just hit 9
Yeah.
o'clock.
Ah, okay.
in the evening.
Yeah.
And it's what?
Yes.
It's 10. It's 11 a.m. for us, so
Yeah.
it's a bit awkward. But no, it was good, and I really appreciate you coming on. It was heaps of fun.
Yeah, you gotta come on again sometime.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to come on again,
I will
you're fully
definitely.
welcome.
Definitely. I will really like this.
Yeah,
Always, always welcome.
yeah. Maybe next time you can meet Xavier and hear him grumble in real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so thank you to everyone that watched. All those links we talked about will be in the description. So will the songs. And you get to laugh your ass off while also listening to some great songs. And
This
I'm
was
gonna
pretty
go
funny.
listen
This
to
was pretty
I'm
fun.
gonna go listen to Boy and Beast. So thanks for watching, everyone,
Me too.
and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Peace. Oh wait, I gotta do that. I gotta do that famous piece at the very end of all my episodes.
Alright. Alright.